Australian Open 2026. Sabalenka and Swiatek on collision course as women's draw revealed. The 2026 Australian Open draw has set the stage for an exhilarating tournament. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka seeks redemption after last year's final loss. Facing tough opponent like Emma Raducanu, the path to the Daphne Okurse Memorial Cup has been set. Following the official draw ceremony at Melbourne Park on Thursday, the women's singles field for the 2026 Australian Open promises a fortnight of high-octane drama, generational clashes, and a high-stakes battle for world supremacy. With Aryna Sabalenka entering as the world number 1 and top seed, and Iga Swiatek hunting for the one Grand Slam title that still eludes her, the tournament is poised to be a definitive chapter in their burgeoning rivalry top half. Sabalenka's path to redemption after a heartbreaking loss in last year's final to Madison Keys. Aryna Sabalenka returns to Melbourne in blistering form. Fresh off a title win in Brisbane, the top-seeded Belarusian opens her campaign against French wildcard Tiensoa Rakotomanga. However, her quarter is far from a cakewalk. Sabalenka could face a nostalgic but dangerous third-round encounter with Emma Raducanu, the 28th seed, who has shown flashes of her 2021 US Open brilliance in the early weeks of the season. Lurking in the fourth round is the resurgent Belinda Bencic, who historically matches up well against Sabalenka's power. The biggest talking point of the top half, however, is the potential second-round blockbuster between number 3 seed Coco Gauff and 45-year-old legend Venus Williams. Gauff, the 2025 Roland Garros champion, must first bypass Kamila Rakimova, while Williams, playing her first Australian Open in 5 years, faces Olga Danilovic. Should they meet, it would be a full-circle moment for Gauff, who famously beat Williams as a 15-year-old at Wimbledon bottom half. Swiatek's quest for the career slam. World number 2 Iga Swiatek headlines the bottom half of the draw, and her road to a potential final is littered with banana skin matches. Swiatek has famously struggled with the quick conditions in Melbourne, and her projected path does her no favors. A potential fourth-round meeting with Naomi Osaka looms large. Osaka, a two-time champion here, has climbed back into the top 20 and remains the most dangerous unseeded adjacent threat in the draw. If Swiatek survives that, a quarterfinal against number 5 seed Elena Rybakina likely awaits. A rematch of several high-profile hard-court battles where the Kazakh serve has often neutralized Swiatek's movement, the defending champion and the dark horses. Defending champion Madison Keys, number 9, finds herself in a grueling third quarter alongside American compatriots Jessica Pegula, number 6, and Amanda Anisimova, number 4. Anisimova, who reached the US Open final just months ago, is many pundits' dark horse pick to go all the way. Local fans will be focused on 19-year-old Maya Joint, the number 32 seed. As the first Australian woman to be seeded at her home slam since Ash Barty in 2022, Joint carries the weight of a nation. Her projected third-round match against Rybakina is already being billed as the match of the first week by local media. With a record prize pool of $111.5 million Australian dollars on the line and the number 1 ranking potentially hanging in the balance, the 2026 Australian Open is set to begin this Sunday.